One of the very first lessons that ninjas taught when they become a genin is the importance of teamwork. Believing in your comrades, never trying to do too much by yourself. However, there comes a time where circumstances change. Decisions have to be made on the fly, and a ninja must be forced into a situation where they clearly need the help of their comrades, but due to the ever-changing situations when it comes to the scope of the mission, they often have to fight alone, believing in their comrades that they'll finish their part of the mission and rejoin them soon. In a situation like that, one must do the only thing that they can, which is hang on for dear life. Rin Nohara knows something about that in the Third Great Ninja War when she was kidnapped and had to trust that Kakashi and Obito would save her. Now, when you're in a situation like this, you have to do everything possible to survive long enough for your comrades to rescue you. That in itself is teamwork, since you're trusting in your teammates in order to come rescue you before you get killed. Now, while on his S-rank mission in the Boruto era, Konohamaru found himself in a very similar situation. What started out as a 2 versus 1 battle of Konohamaru versus 2 Jonin level ninja quickly escalated into a battle of 12 versus 1. Despite his best efforts, Konohamaru found himself pushed into a corner, surrounded by 12 ninja. Unable to weave hand signs for the shadow clones in order to aid him in battle, Konohamaru quickly found himself being overwhelmed on the brink of death. However, that's where the true beauty of the situation comes in. Sasuke Uchiha comes in at the last moment to save Konohamaru from what I feel is a series of attacks that would have killed Konohamaru given the situation that he's in. Now, the information is given to us in the Sasuke Shinden novel, the Teacher Star Pupil, which is set well after the events of the versus Momoshiki arc, but before the Owl arc of the Boruto manga. In the scene I'm going to share with you guys, the desperate battle Konohamaru found himself in with 12 ninja had reached its climax. He was being overwhelmed on the lightning train by these ninja, and he was staring certain death in the face. He seemingly failed to stay alive long enough for Sasuke to come to his aid, and so it appeared that the ninja story of Konohamaru Sarutobi was gonna come to a close here. So with the scene being set, I'll begin reading the passage from the novel, and then I'll come back to you guys with my thoughts. So it's here I'm gonna begin quoting. Struggling to catch his breath, Konohamaru couldn't consider his other options to counter the attack. Before he could react, kunai from each of the 12 ninja had been flying at him. It would only take one striking in the right place to end his life. He wouldn't be able to draw his own kunai to deflect them in time. Just then, a hot wind billowed overhead. The ninja who attacked Konohamaru stepped back as a figure appeared, weaving the hand signs with only one hand. Fire style, fireball jutsu! Sasuke stood protectively in front of Konohamaru. With his back to Konohamaru, Sasuke stared down the ninja through the flames and spoke to Konohamaru. Who are these people? Sasuke asked. They're ninja.
There are too many of them
For me to handle alone. Their leader, he's that old geezer. He's the one wearing the bib. I can't confirm it, but there might be an even larger organization behind this attack. We need to capture them alive, Konohamaru said as he climbed to his feet. Sasuke turned his head to the side. Sasuke instinctively vanished. Before Konohamaru knew what happened, 2 enemies were brought down to their knees by Sasuke's blows. Another ninja stood in front of their leader with their kunai drawn, intent on protecting him from Sasuke. Sasuke slowly unsheathed his sword. With a single strike, Sasuke struck the ninja who barely managed to block his attack. The force of Sasuke's slash sent the ninja flying across the room, bouncing off the wall, unconscious before he hit the ground. Konohamaru could see it clearly. There was a difference in their ability. There was a difference in their strength. It was overwhelming. These ninja, they didn't have a chance. The man in the bib quickly rushed towards the window, leaving the other 8 ninja to fight Sasuke and Konohamaru alone. Glass shattered before Konohamaru could shout for the man to stop. With a glance at Sasuke, who kept his back to Konohamaru, he immediately knew his role. Sasuke, he would handle the rest. The least Konohamaru could do was pursue the remaining person and apprehend the leader. End quote. Now, I don't know about you, right? I don't know about you, but the idea of Sasuke appearing out of nowhere to save Konohamaru with the fireball jutsu is really awesome. Like, I know it's really easy to write off Konohamaru as being fodder, as being trash. I mean, I've done the videos with Anime Ball Steep making fun of Konohamaru, so I totally understand it. I'm guilty like you are. But you also have to remember that this is a version of Sasuke who's far stronger than the version that we saw in the war, and even more powerful than he was in Naruto the Last, when he was casually blowing up meters with the Chidori, something that it took Rock Lee and his team of Inner Gate users in order to go into the 6th gate in order to hold off and then eventually break apart some of these meters. This is Sasuke, who's had 15 years to master the Rinnegan and most importantly build up his base. His base is a lot stronger than what you knew in the war arc with Sasuke. Now, with a single swipe of his sword, Sasuke is knocking guys across the room and he's bouncing them off of walls, unconscious before they even hit the floor. Before Konohamaru could even blink. Sasuke managed to land blows on 2 of these ninja, and he brought them to their knees automatically at once, and he did so with only 1 hand. Now it says a lot less about Konohamaru being fodder and more about Sasuke being an absolute monster in this moment, if you ask me. To compare anyone in Naruto and Sasuke at this point in the timeline is absolutely unfair, unless we're talking about a member of Gaara, and even then we saw a heavily suppressed Naruto in his chakra mode easily overwhelm the member of Gaara that he was fighting. To be considered to be in Naruto and Sasuke's weight class, you have to be in the god tier, which not many ninja who are alive can even claim to be in that situation. However, I want to know from you guys, does this change your opinion of Sasuke? Does this change your opinion of Konohamaru? Do you view Konohamaru as being more of a damsel in distress than actually being a team leader? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, but as always guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.